Mr. Agnew, please.
At the very beginning of this debate, you stated quite clearly that this is not going to result in any regulation. Now, if that's the case, why are the Commission involved? Why is there a rapporteur? And what is going to happen to this? If it isn't going to end up in regulation, what is the point of it? I would surmise that actually it is going to end up in some regulation, but for some reason, best known to yourself and the Commission, nobody wants to admit that yet. Can you please enlighten me?
Well, the IMCO committee is responsible for this dossier. Our committee preparing just an opinion. There has been a communication from the committee, but it was non-legislative in nature, as I said.
The only comment I would like maybe to make now on this question of the nature of this communication that the Commission adopted in July is about the follow-up. So the communication indeed does not propose any concrete measures. It sets out some views, it supports the voluntary initiatives, which we think indeed is a very good building block for tackling the unfair trading practices, because if the suppliers commit to something themselves, we can assume that they will try to implement it. But at the same time, the communication points to the weakness of we see in the voluntary approach, which has to do with the enforcement mechanism. And here, this is the situation for the moment is that there are in fact, in many member states now, there are, of course, also these legislative regulatory initiatives which have then added this enforcement mechanism. And what we say in the communication is that we will now take stock of these developments. We are in a period of, we say that, or we explain, and that's what we are actually doing, discussing also, asking member states to take stock of the rules, discussing with member states, arranging workshops, and we, in the communication, promise to come back to this in 1 year's time. So, indeed, the communication is in a way an intermediate step and promises to come back to this issue in 1 year's time.